It's the Bryson Rosser Show.
This session of the Bryson Rosser Show is brought to you by Cellular Express, an authorized agent of U.S. Cellular. Visit their Knoxville Center Mall location. They brought you this broadcast. I'm Tom Poisel, and I'm with Central Bobcats head coach of the football program, Bryson Rosser, going into his third year here in Fountain City. Coach Rosser, go back in time and to the first season that you were here, that off season before, so say from winter months all the way through the summer. Compare that off season to the off season that we just finished right here going into year 3. What are the major differences you've seen?
Well, the major difference was time. I was fortunate enough and blessed to get hired in January, but wasn't able to get down here until April 1st. So it was a very quick spring season, very quick summer, and the season came very quickly. So contrastly, having in full off season from December all the way to August, it makes a difference. It makes a world of difference for timing, for developing the relationships, to setting the tone that we want, to just ultimately creating a culture that you want to see happen. So time was the biggest difference. It's helped us establish some things that we like.
Since I've been over here on the Central Campus, I've heard a lot about the development of the student athlete, not just on the field, but off the field. What kind of mentoring programs do you have going on for the kids?
Well, we try to give them opportunities to be out and about in the community and be seen. It's not something that we require, it's something that we suggest, and we basically open doors for them to do such. One of our big community service projects is a young men's mentoring program that we do with Gresham Middle School, our feeder school, in which we have players meet with young men in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade and just talk with them and kind of act as a younger brother to them. We've also done Tennessee Alzheimer's Walk. We've been a part of community elementary school family fun nights. We open car doors at a bunch of the local elementary and middle schools. Just different opportunities, for the kids to be out and about and people see them as students and young men, not just as athletes.
Absolutely. Looking back at last season's schedule, you see, well, first you see the 9 wins jump right out at you immediately, but you see a series of teams, just a gauntlet of competition that you look at and you think, man, why did he schedule so many good teams? I mean, it's a tough schedule. How do you think that helped Central in progressing through the postseason?
Well, the way putting together a schedule is not as easy as everyone thinks. First of all, you are given the district that you're in, plain and simple, and we were fortunate or unfortunate based off of the perspective to have 3 of really the top tier teams in the area in one district, and we just wanted to be able to compete and be up there with those names. And then when you're searching for non-district, that's equally not as easy. You got to make sure timing's right. People have open weeks and all that other stuff. And I've developed some good relationships with some pretty dominant coaches in the area, and they've been able to help me out quite a bit. So as I move forward, I've been able to schedule those non-district games, and it's just basically a bunch of tests for us. You want to be considered the best, you got to be able to play the best and play with the best, and if you're fortunate enough to beat the best. And we're just hoping that our kids go out and compete, and no matter who's on the schedule, they play hard, play with a lot of discipline, and really show what we're made of.
Here's more with Coach Bryson Rosser.
Let's bring it back to current in 2016. What are the biggest obstacles you've seen this offseason? Anything major? I know we've got the new playing surface being installed here. Has that been too big of a problem? Or?
Not much. We've been fortunate enough to have the facilities to be able to just practice at our practice field, which is right next to the game field, which is good. We actually get to see the progress of it as it's coming along. The biggest change that you see is just the same problem everyone has in high school athletics, is graduation. We lost 15 seniors last year. They were a good group of guys that came in and gave me everything they had for their last 2 years of high school. And we lost some key guys in some key areas. So, I don't know if that's the biggest challenge. It's a challenge everyone goes through. But, it's just the next hurdle in us accomplishing the goals that we need to be able to overcome that.
Speaking of senior leadership, and so vital at both the high school and collegiate level, with this rising senior class that you have they embraced that they are the leaders of this team, or are they still maybe a work in progress with a leadership role?
It's always a work in progress with high school boys. I mean, no matter what you do, you have some guys that are in very pivotal roles that have stepped up tremendously. You have some guys that have been here. I had a couple guys that have started, since before I came, so they're going to their fourth year starting. So the experience varies from position to position, but it's a constant work in progress, and the boys are continuing to come along. And some of the guys, they mature at the right time, and some it's not at the right time. But that's what makes high school athletics such a beautiful thing to see, to watch them come together and grow as we need them to. So leadership is coming along, and I'm excited where we are and where we can go.
Let's go back to the new playing surface that's been installed. Looks stunning. I mean, visually to the eye, when you just approach the stadium, it just catches your eye. It's beautiful. What has been the player reaction, number one, when they first saw it come together, and then the parents and community?
It's pure excitement. I mean, we're fortunate, all Knox County schools, to get this gift that's coming to us. We're extremely fortunate through some other perspectives that we're getting it in year one, and just sitting there watching it happen just continues to ignite, the fan base, the school, the community, the kids. It kind of gives you a little extra incentive. You have that this team's going to be the first team to play on it. And it was quite a departure of the old field and the grass that we had. And we had a ceremony for that was honoring the alumni in the past. But also the present, there's new ground laid, there's new memories to be made. So it's been very exciting for everybody. And we're looking forward to see not just what this year holds, but what it holds for future Bobcats as well.